The FBI is reviewing two key pieces of evidence from the attempted assassination of Donald Trump, and a hurricane and a heat wave combined to boost the number of people going to Houston emergency rooms. Good morning, I'm Corva Coleman from NPR News, and here are today's top stories. The FBI continues to investigate this weekend's attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump. They have identified the 20-year-old man they say is the alleged shooter, Thomas Matthew Crooks of Pennsylvania. He was shot and killed at the scene. NPR's Ryan Lucas reports the FBI official leading the investigation, Kevin Rojek, says agents have gathered some vital information.
There are two key pieces of evidence that they have recovered that they're working on: the alleged shooter's gun and his cell phone. Both have been sent to the FBI lab in Quantico, Virginia, for analysis. The FBI says the gun was purchased legally, it believes, by the shooter's father. Rojek identified it as an AR-556, which is an AR-15-style rifle. The cell phone, though, is an urgent focus for investigators.
NPR's Ryan Lucas reporting. The Republican National Convention officially kicks off today in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. As NPR's Young-Yoon Han reports, former President Trump is already in the city and ready for the event.
Trump, who arrived in Milwaukee on Sunday, said in a post on Truth Social that the show would go on, undeterred by the shooting at a campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. Trump later wrote, quote, "Unite America." More than 2,400 delegates will rally under that message. The event also will have a special theme called, quote, "Make America Wealthy Once Again," which will focus on how Trump will fight inflation, as data now show inflation is cooling, and how he will revitalize the economy. The yet-to-be-named vice president nominee will likely speak on Wednesday, and Trump is expected to formally accept the presidential nomination on Thursday. Young-Yoon Han, NPR News, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Nearly 300,000 Texas customers still don't have power back 1 week after Hurricane Beryl made landfall. Most are in the Houston area. The region suffered high heat after the storm passed, and NPR's Alejandra Barunda reports that caused major problems for emergency departments.
Emergency Dr. Ben Saldana has lived through a lot of hurricanes in his 20 years at Houston Methodist Hospital. But a hurricane plus power outages plus a brutal heat wave made the past week one of the hardest he can remember. People were streaming in with carbon monoxide poisoning from running generators, or heat exhaustion from trying to clean up their backyards in extreme heat, and kidney problems for those who couldn't get dialysis because of power outages or transportation issues. Saldana says,
what that looks like is you have an ER that ramps up with people lined up 20 deep, right? And you go out and you basically say, kind of like on TV, okay, who's here for dialysis, right?
He says his department was seeing nearly double the patients as normal. It's a problem hitting ERs more often as climate change is making hurricanes more dangerous and heat waves hotter. Alejandra Barunda, NPR News.
Today, the brutal heat wave in the U.S. is bearing down on the middle of the country and the east. More than 130 million people are under some kind of heat alert today and feeling extreme heat outdoors. The hottest temperatures and heat index values are from Iowa down to the Gulf Coast. You're listening to NPR News from Washington.